All right, thanks, guys. Yeah, I'm excited about this. I know we have a few people in this room that are excited about this. We're talking about the health and wellness space today, and I'm very, very excited to have John Celenza, CEO of Sizzle Brands, brand new listing on the CBOE Canada exchange here in Toronto. It's been a great week. I have the chart up next to me here. John, welcome. First of all, it's been a pretty good week for the stock itself since you came public. Let's start high here and give us an overview of the overall company here. And then I want to really dig into some of the unique products you guys have, but good to see you.
Thanks for having me. Really appreciate it. Yeah, so Sizzle Brands, House of Brands approach, playing in the sports nutrition, health and wellness space. Our first brand through the tracks is Quench. I'm actually holding our Coach Chippy LTO here that was launched today. So we Quench, best-in-class sports drink, 6 electrolytes, low calorie, no sugar, no artificial flavors, no preservatives, the most bioavailable ingredients you could put in a sports drink, getting purchased by all the pro teams throughout North America. We kept our velocity our distribution very tight to start, and the velocity has been incredible. So that's a bit about Quench. We also have our supplement line, Spoken, 13 SKUs, 11 different products, more of a play into the U.S. facility and training facilities and pro sports space. And then there's a couple other products in the hopper that we haven't quite announced yet, but some exciting stuff ahead. But first and foremost, all best in class, healthiest products on the market, tested by the best athletes in the world, formulated by top dietitians, nutritionists, doctors, bringing them to the masses.
Yeah, tell us the story here. What was the idea behind the brand, behind getting away from some of those ingredients, some of those things that other brands tend to present as healthy, but when you really dig into it, might not actually be as healthy. Give us the backstory here.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at, let's take protein as an example, right? So look at protein back in the day. Protein was for bodybuilders, or it's kind of loosely associated with steroids. Now, who's not putting protein in their smoothie, their daily smoothie, right? You look at something like greens. Obviously, there was a phenomenon with AG1. Greens back in the day was for who? Popeye the Sailor Man, to get a bunch of strength, right? So we're seeing all of these, best-in-class ingredients, best-in-class types of products that are coming from that pro sports dietitian world and eventually make its way to the masses, right? So what we're doing is we're kind of closing that gap. There's so many companies out there that have great products but don't have those manufacturing capabilities, distribution capabilities, or just relationships in general, right? So we kind of have the best of both worlds here. We want to bridge that gap for people, especially post-COVID. So many more people are focused on exercise and longevity. So just trying to better people's lives and sell them better for you products.
It seems like there's always something that, is very, very hot and everybody is really excited about it in this industry specifically. What trends are you seeing of late, and how is the company approaching that?
More of an emphasis on Gen Alpha, believe it or not, right? So you're looking at millennial parents being more cognizant of what their kids are consuming, right? So fortified protein snacks, no preservative, no sugar type products. They're growing up a little healthier than we did, I guess, back in the day. I remember when I was going to school, just the only sip of water I'd have during the day was to get out of class to have a sip from the water fountain, right? So now kids are going to schools with their big Stanleys and they got their hydration routines and what have you. So parents buying for the next generation is definitely one of the biggest trends we're seeing for sure.
When it comes to, there's massive names in this space and in this industry. When it comes to the investor side of the game, what really makes Sizzle Brands stand apart here? What can you tell investors to really focus on this brand?
So, our team is very experienced, 15 plus years in the industry, from startups to exits, and when you have those relationships, you're going to get some shelf space, right? If you've been good to people for X amount of time, they're going to give you a chance. But what you got to look at is the velocity that these brands are getting within the doors that we have, because you can get a product on shelf, but can you get that product to turn what's on the shelf? And when you're looking at a younger brand and it has that velocity, those are the ones to look out for, right? So if you look at two of the most explosive stocks of all time, Celsius energy drink, Monster energy drink, just as examples, right? If you're in that beverage game and you can hit the right brand, those are where the home runs lie for sure.
When we talk about products around that space, is there anything in the pipeline? Let's talk about what's to come here, maybe a little bit for Sizzle Brands that could be the next step as far as expanding the reach and expanding the product line.
Yeah, I'll give you one example because I could talk till I'm blue in the face here, but I don't. We have a sleep builder product on our from our Spoken supplement line. So what I love about that line is, not only is it best in class products, is it another source of revenue for us, but it really acts as an R&D arm. So the product I'll speak about is our sleep builder product. So we've got the best athletes in the world, been trialing this product for months now, top trainers, strength coaches, you name it. And the results are absolutely incredible. Like people go into bed with their Apple or Garmin watches on, and the recovery is just green, 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 green in comparison to anything that they were trying to use in the past. So obviously, sleep, we all do it or try to, and that's a product that you could see going from that kind of more niche space to the masses very quickly here.
It's as you said, just as important, if not more so, I think, on the recovery side than the actual activity and the, whatever it is you're doing throughout the day.
It's our only superpower as human beings, right?
Yeah.
If you go to sleep, all of a sudden, you feel refreshed, you feel better, right? So if we can enhance that and make it deeper and stronger and build upon that, I mean, that's like the video game, getting the heart and powering back up, right?
If someone's looking specifically for that, maybe a product or more information, at least on some of those products, where would you send them?
SpokenNutrition.com.
Perfect. Anything else you want to leave with the investors today?
No, I really appreciate you guys having me on today. And you can look for some explosive growth from us over the next couple of years. Distribution and net sales are growing rapidly with healthy margins. So we're here to provide great products. And on the investor side, make our friends some money for sure.
Brand new listing, guys, on the CBOE Canada exchange. CZZL is the ticker if you're looking for it. Great conversation. John Celenza, CEO over at Sizzle. Great to see you.
Thanks so much for having me. Have a great rest of your day.
You too.
Yeah, great conversation, and appreciate you, John. I was just sort of thinking, like, out loud. It's like it's such an amazing product. I can only imagine, like, if there was somebody out there, and I'm sure there's somebody like this. Maybe you're recovering from a major injury and doing a bunch of rehab. Maybe you tore an Achilles or something like that, and you have had sleep issues in the past. And then certainly you need to have that rest and recovery. As
but I mean, how about just for our profession?
Then maybe that person could get a free sample.
Yeah, maybe no, but seriously,
like
for
that.
traders, sleeping. I think that's important.
No, it's huge.